Hey everybody, it's Desiree, and yeah, looks different, huh? Actually it's supposed to be dark purple, but that is not dark purple, and you can still see my red showing through. It was a bad dye job, like really bad dye job. But I'm gonna be stuck with this anyways because I have to have an EEG next Thursday, and they'll be sending me home for like 4 or 5 days with those in my hair. And if you've ever had an EEG, you know the glue is horrendous. And when they take it out, they use like this acetone type stuff to take the glue out. So it's going to rub some of this color out. Anyways, I think I'm going back to my red because I thought, hey, I can actually do what I want this year and just go ahead and dye it purple. Yeah. Alright, today we have makeup from my drawers and also makeup from what's in my Birchbox. I tried to do these this way, you know, if you watch my Birchbox video after this, which will be coming up tomorrow, or no, Birchbox will be on today, and this one will be up tomorrow. You can go back and, because I'm not going to apply that stuff on that video for you guys, but if you'd like to see how it is applied or how it wears, you'll come back and see me for this. And it'll give you a better idea, especially if they're brands you've never heard of or have heard of and just never thought about buying because you were unsure about it. Well, here we go. Anybody else, when you change the color of your hair, you start thinking, I've got to change my normal makeup routine or colors that I would use for normal stuff? Yeah. And you're getting a better close-up situation. I took my camera out of in between my light, and now there is a tripod sitting on my desk again, and I have probably about this much room of my desk to work on. At least in this area. There's a whole like 4 feet going that way of desk, but we are right here in this corner next to this wall. Alright. Today we are going to start with, I showed the other Becca backlight one. This one is the First Light priming filter. I had a sample of it. Gotta use it. Need to know if this stuff actually works. Oh, it comes out purple. I've already washed my face. I used the Real Chemistry Foaming Face Wash. I'm still using the Coola Sorbet Moisturizer. The Veen Clinics Experience Under Eye Cream. And the number 7 serum. Alright, that made my face really, really shiny. We're on a good start. I mean, it was already shiny. I could see it down here. Alright, I've also, because today I was extremely bored, went down to the gas station, been fiending for a chocolate monster and a blueberry muffin, and of course, they had the chocolate monster, but no blueberry muffins. Go figure. Foundation we're using today is the Rimmel London Stay Matte, and I've got a couple samples of it, and it's in 200 soft beige. I've never used any Rimmel foundations before, so this is going to be a first. Alright, after looking at this, I finished my face and let it set for a second. I mean, it's a little bit darker than what I am, so good thing I'm wearing a sweatshirt, I guess. It's not quite dried down. It's still a little tacky right there. Did take away a lot of the discoloration that I was having, but I don't think you can see it. But it really is making my lines on my forehead very emphasized. And right here, oh boy. Girl need to pluck some eyebrows. Just kind of looks dry in my lines, which is not something that usually happens. My forehead, yes, I'm used to that. Anybody notice any good plumping masks or plumping line cream? Apparently they sell this stuff. I'm still new to it. I looked up frownies, and that's just like putting some kind of piece of tape thing up on your forehead, and apparently you can train yourself not to wrinkle so much if, like me, I'm very expressionist with my eyes, my eyebrows, so of course I have the lines. If anybody has any good stuff, let me know. Alright, the next thing we're moving on to will be this AOA that's still in the package, still sealed up, hasn't been used, and it's a concealer. And it's in classic ivory. It comes from Miss A shop. Oh boy. Not a lot comes on the wand, but there's concealer on both eyes. Probably should have done a little color correcting under there. Did brighten up a little bit. Still kind of feels tacky, so on to the next thing. I'm also using the Urban Decay, the very last sample I have in here for eye primer, and this one is the Champagne Shimmer. It's supposed to look like that. So far, I've been happy with these, but I'll pay the cheaper amount for things that I know work well for me. But it's nice to know that I have alternatives out there. Anybody see any good YouTubers out there lately? Any new ones? I mean, today I just watched Madison Miller and Just Ann, Jessica Braun and Jordan Byers, Joey, I always say his last name wrong, Grisafa, and I know there was somebody else I watched today. Or how about any new Netflix things going on out there? Anybody know? I've been watching a whole bunch of crazy stuff, which is becoming my normal. Alright, since I'm looking a little weird here, I did find a brow product that's still taped up, and it's Amuse Cosmetics eyebrow powder, and I will get my brows are all done. This is the color it comes off when you rub it pan. It's pretty soft feeling, so as I was, I'd go ahead and draw in the line of everything, and then if it got a little crazy, brushing it through, it looks like the product started disappearing. So even though this is $1, I mean, it'd be good for backup, but this, so far, I'm not suggesting to anybody. Good for $1. The next thing we've got is by PUR Cosmetics. It's the Mineral Glow I don't see a name on here of what it is, so I imagine Mineral Glow's what it's supposed to be. Looks like that. And I did, when I was off camera doing my eyebrows, I did set my face with Revlon Color Stay and 880 translucent. So I did do that. Alright. Let's get in here and bronze away. Oh, that's very powdery. Everything I just had on my brush, it didn't pack on there. That's not good for certain. Oh, you know what we do? It looks different down here in this mirror. There's no light there. I think I fixed it. Just don't do that again. I believe we got this in like a BoxyCharm or something. At some point in time, it's one of those subscription boxes. Could have been Glossy Box. Yep, did it again. That one just looks bad. Maybe if I wipe off my brush. Better. That's lighter. Alright. The next thing we got is Love Struck by J-Cat Beauty. It says blusher and bronzer. I don't think it is because I used this a couple different times and it was the one that had a little cat in the middle. Oh boy. That foundation's getting a little bit darker. I mean, it looks a lot darker in real life. Alright. Sorry, had to go take a call. The blush is kind of really light, isn't it? Trying to look to see here. Alright, how's that? Next thing we got is a highlighter, and I've used it multiple times. I don't grab for it. And this is the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer Veil, and it's in, I think all of that information was everything I just read. It was a package like this. It was like this color. didn't really show up. What in the world? It's a nice little shine. It's not overpowering, which I should actually be wearing this one. I don't like a big shine. It looks like glitter in there. Face feels heavy, cakey. Alright, as always, my husband doesn't really like a whole lot of makeup, and I feel like that's a lot on the cheeks. Alright, on to the next things. So, we have the NYX Contour Intuitive Eye and Face Sculpting Palette. These things were a big hit, at least with a lot of people, because they had highlighters and the blush, and then you had the 6 eyeshadows. Oh. Okay, the NYX palette is a pain in the butt, and as of right now, it is going into my declutter. I used this color to set my eyes. I used this muted purple color for my crease. This also kind of went in my crease and the 1/3 of my eye. I also used both of these colors underneath my eyes. And they look good in the, first part of the swatch, but these ones aren't that bad when you're putting them on. Now this was what I was looking forward to. It was the purple that I was putting on my eyelid. It does not come out like that with the brush, even when you wet it. So I threw this highlighter over top of it to try to give it a little bit more depth or shine. And that one needs a little bit more blending. But I tried to go with a little bit more darker look than normal. And I also used that highlighter in the corner of my eyes and on my brow bone. I mixed that purple and that highlighter underneath my eyes also. As you can see, I have mascara and eyeliner, which came from the Birchbox. And the eyeliner, it wasn't bad. Like, it's pretty smooth. It's by Smashbox, always on gel liner and fishnet, and it'll yeah, that's what it is. It kind of goes away a little bit after a few minutes, really. You'll start noticing, like, more towards this part of your eye where it will start not looking like there's any liner there. It was smooth going on. I didn't have to tug or anything. This mascara is by Marcelle. It's Ultimate Volume Nano. And I think it says maximum volume and intense curl. And I don't see a shade name, but it looks like this. I have concealer on that part of my hand. Imagine that. But the wand, I mean, it's kind of a wet liquid, but that's the wand. And it gets in there a little bit. It does separate the lashes. Did give some curl, since I don't use one of those little curly things. As of right now, that's the first try, so I'll have to keep testing it out. I did use the Coola makeup setting spray, green tea and aloe. I'm liking this stuff. I mean, yeah, the sunscreen smell is horrible, but at least for me, I don't like that smell. But where my face was starting to look really dry because of the foundation, this gave it some moisture. Now, last things in the box. One, I had bought, because I had to have it. It was one of those items I had to have. So this is a first try on this. It's the NYX's Duo Chromatic Shimmer Lip Gloss. And it's in Spring It On. And it's got like this, it's pink with like a gold glitter in it. We'll try it on before I try it on the lipstick. So you can kind of see. I don't know if that'll show you. See that gold up in there? So it's okay by itself. Doesn't smell like anything. Actually, see if we can get it to show on my hand. Oh. All right. But I'm going to end up topping that off with the, over top of my next lipstick. Because I'm just a person like that, and I don't know. This one's Doucce Luscious Lip Stain and Steaming Red. That doesn't look like Steaming Red. Smells like vanilla. Does that look like Steaming Red to you? The container looks like this. Very light feeling. I can already feel it drying, so I better... Really? Don't worry, this makeup wipe is already dry, so it's good to use. I guess it's kind of red, isn't it? Not what I was expecting. All right. It's a comfortable dry, and it just feels like your lips. We'll go ahead and throw this dual chromatic over top of it. That's not bad. You can tell my mom didn't get me a coloring book when I was a kid. I don't know how to stand in lines. That's it. And how's that look with the dark hair? Looks good down here in the mirror, but for some reason it's not looking that great. You guys let me know down below, and I will see you in a little bit. Lemon filter, I know it's supposed to kind of bring some radiance or whatever. It basically still looks like my skin after a day of wearing makeup anyways, a little shiny. So I don't see the point of purchasing something like that, at least for me. I mean, there's people out there that love it. This Stay Matte lightweight liquid mousse foundation with all day shine control. Yeah, because I used a backlight thing, so it shines there. But this makeup, I mean, this is just a sample I got in a Walmart or Target box or something like that last year, and it's just been sitting there. First off, that was the wrong color. That's okay, we were just testing it out, because if I liked the formula, I would end up buying it. This stuff looks so cakey on the face. Even with a light layer of it, it looks cakey. And I haven't really heard too much about Rimmel foundations for a while, even on Facebook or YouTube or anything. So I looked up to see if they were even still a company, because I haven't heard much about them. Though I have tried out some of their lipsticks, so I do know they're a company, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't know if they were still making foundations. This stuff really, really sets into lines, and even the finest lines look like you could crawl into them and dig around, because they're that deep. And it's not a pleasant look on the skin. I mean, what I'm seeing on camera, it doesn't look too bad, but in person, it's bad. It doesn't cover everything up. Doesn't help with enough blurring to, you know, blur the white hypopigmentation. Alright, next thing we got, this is not too bad, but I found cheaper things that I like to use, and it's the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It works really, really good if that's what you're looking for. I've tried 4 different ones. The original, Eden, Minor Sin, and Anti-Aging. They are pretty good. So if I wanted to buy it, I'd buy it. Anybody out there, yeah. It holds tight to stuff, so it's good stuff. Let's see. The brow powder. $4 at Miss A, Shop Miss A. First of all, this would have been alright with my red hair, but now since it's darker, it kind of looks a little weird. It does disappear after you brush through it. Not a big thing for me. The highlight, I don't really add a whole lot, so looking at stuff like that, I mean, I put all this makeup on at 3 p.m. and now it's after 10, so I mean, it's got about 7 hours to wear. Looking up close, you can still see a little bit of shine right through here, but it's okay. I'll keep trying it, give it a couple more fair tries. I did end up liking this JCat Love Struck blusher and bronzer. I mean, it's lightly there. You can't really see it on camera, but looking in real life, I can still see light amount of it, so that's fine with me. The mascara, it's still holding up pretty good. So I'll keep trying that. And of course, the Coola setting spray, I've already said before, I enjoyed it. The PUR Cosmetics PUR Mineral Glow Bronzer. It wasn't as bad. No, I didn't take it up on my forehead. Skip the step. We all do it, especially when we're doing things in front of the camera. We're not thinking about all that. But I'll actually use this. But purchasing it afterwards is a no. I'll go ahead and use what I have and move on. The AOA Studio Wonder Cover and Classic Ivory what is it? Yeah, under eye concealer. It's not bad. I mean, it's $1, but the closer it is to my under eyes, the more drier it looks with, you know, creepy little lines and stuff. So this I think I'm giving up. At least I'm decluttering some stuff out of my pile. This is definitely getting decluttered. I've tried it several times and it's not as good as I was hoping, but it is the that one's the next one, sorry, Contour Intuitive palettes that they came out with, and I was so psyched for this because of some of the colors in it. No. I mean, the highlighter shades are beautiful, but I'm not going to keep it around for a couple of highlighter shades and then not use the other half of the palette. That's just goofy. I'll pass it on to somebody else. Maybe somebody else will enjoy it. It just, like, the matte shades worked well. The shimmer shades in it just, they weren't up to par, and if I'm going to have a palette, some of it's got to be actually working. Alright, the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner, eyeliner gel in fishnet. It has started to, you know, it's been 7 hours. But there's still some there. So, I mean, I'll keep giving it a try. This Doucce Luscious Lip Stain and Fiery or Screaming Red or something like that. This stuff, it faded beautifully. I mean, probably about a couple hours ago, I started noticing that it wasn't there, but that's how comfortable it is. You don't pay attention to it, really. And of course it's a stain, so it slightly stained my lips. It's not a bad little thing. I'll keep going back to this. Though, actually I would like to look up to see what other colors they might have, because this one might have been a little too much for me. But it might be good for a date night or something. And the last thing that's in here is the Duochrome Chromatic by NYX. And Spring It On. And I love it. It is a nice little gloss. You can probably see some of the gold in there. But it's like a light pink with some gold flakes. And it's not sticky. It's not heavy. It is actually a really nice gloss. But that is all I have. Close up the chocolate bar mirror and go find something else on Netflix to watch for the night. We just finished watching Dig 2 Graves, which trying to watch new movies that we haven't seen before. Which that maybe was a little weird, but okay. I hope everybody had a great night, and I will see you all later.